The court is set to hear arguments concerning Prop 8 Thursday morning, which is why a candlelight vigil is set to take place tonight in over 24 cities. Bottom line, they have thousands of products, and they're all guaranteed to be cheaper. But if you find something you like, you better buy it now, because it may not be there tomorrow. For a couple hours tonight, a well-known dance club here in San Francisco was a Democratic stronghold, as the two presidential candidates went toe-to-toe. Here on the Bay Bridge, in just 1 week, over 200 people have been pulled over for speeding on the S-curve. It took 2 months to secure the bridge for commuters, but a permanent repair takes longer. So far, it's been 20 years and counting. Port of Oakland officials say if they don't dredge this channel another 5 feet deep, they will miss the new generation of mega cargo ships and thousands of jobs. Despite skepticism among doctors about using weed for mental disorders, cannabis is still being prescribed for a wide variety of illnesses. And while many doctors say marijuana can help with things like back pain or a headache, people with mental disorders should probably stick to their prescription medication. Although Californians are paying 76% more in taxes than the rest of the nation, with this view, we can see why people are forking over the big bucks. For State of Events, I'm Vanessa Rodriguez.
Businesses in Palo Alto are taking a hit. The city is not getting as many shoppers because so many buildings are vacant. I took a deeper look as to why the street is looking so empty.
Hundreds of people are here at the Westin St. Francis Hotel in San Francisco, and they all have the same thing in common. They're single and looking for a Valentine. This singles party is called Meet Your Valentine Convention. Just pay $20 at the door and you could meet someone special.
If she's with Mr. Wrong,
the pre-party seminar given by convention organizer Rich Goss gives advice on dating and meeting people.
You have one chance only.
The Associated Press calls him the date doctor. Goss is the co-chair of the Society of Single Professionals. He says there is such a thing as being too selective when it comes to dating someone.
People are too picky. Everybody wants somebody they really don't deserve. That's the unfortunate fact. Nobody wants somebody as unattractive as they are. And the fact of the matter is the average person is going to attract an average person. You know, you're not going to attract a 10 if you're a 1. People have to be realistic.
The people here are men and women of all ages and professions looking for other singles for possible friendship and, of course, romance.
The day is appropriate. Valentine's Day is a singles convention. And, they say half the population of the San Francisco Bay Area is single, so we should have a good crowd, yes.
We want to have a good time for Valentine's Day.
We want to find a Valentine.
And hopefully we can meet somebody sweet.
Looking good dancers. Here we go. Are you ready to get freaky one time?
Goss says getting results is the goal, and putting yourself out there is the first step to finding a partner. These people say they are willing to open themselves up for a potential romance. Some say they've even reconsidered what they desire in a potential mate.
I am looking for romance. I'm looking for someone. I looked at my list. I'm down to breathing.
For their Valentine.
Goss says he met his wife through a singles party and is certain it will benefit others. And with all the dancing and mingling, it looks like the people here are on the right track to finding a soulmate. And one thing is for sure, it looks like nobody here is worrying about being single on Valentine's Day. For State of Events, I'm Vanessa Rodriguez. As unemployment rates in the U.S. reach record levels, our ability to feed America may soon be overwhelmed by demand. The number of people showing up hungry at food pantries and soup kitchens has surged, and supplies are running short.
So, yeah, the equation goes up and up and up. If people don't continue to donate to us, I don't know, folks are going to go hungry.
According to Sly, the number of people coming to the Concord venue has increased by 20% this year. The people who have been coming to these food banks are surprisingly not people used to receiving help.
What we're finding is that a lot of the folks who are coming to us is the first time they've ever been to a program like this. It's not folks who are used to receiving assistance, it's folks who the first time ever they're having to go ask for help. They're humiliated. And we're talking about people who worked in the mortgage industry, people who worked in construction, people who've had jobs their whole lives, never thought they'd have to go ask for food help, and here they are coming to our help.
And as people lose their jobs and unemployment rises, food at the banks will become harder to come by. The unemployment rate keeps getting higher, and without jobs, people go hungry. We spoke with people at an unemployment agency, and they say there are jobs out there, it's how you approach looking for them.
We're here to really help a lot of folks see that, opportunity and change. And really, that's really what we're about, is really trying to provide that assistance to folks and really help them make that transition from where they are now and getting them to the place where they want to be next.
The belief for many is it is not easy to find a job in this poor market, which is why the food demand at the banks are so high. We spoke with an unemployed woman, Patricia Kane, and got her beliefs on what the job market is right now.
I believe it's pretty tough. For two reasons. For me, because I'm overqualified for what I'm looking for, and two, because there's so many other people out there competing with me for the job market. So it's a lot of going to interviews and, up against a lot of other people.
And with beliefs like those, the unemployment rate will keep rising and places like the food bank will suffer. Payday advances are small short-term loans lenders are giving to customers. These finance companies figured out a way to make loans of a few $100s to people who are barely getting by. Money in emergencies may sound like a good thing, but these loans often trap borrowers into renewing their loan because they can't afford to pay it off.
I used to get them maybe every 3 months or so. It was really erratic, and now I'm finding myself going maybe every week or every 2 weeks or so. My fiance got laid off, so now it's all, I'm temporarily the breadwinner of the family.
These loans carry annual interest rates of sometimes more than 1,000%. 90% of the industry's revenue is based on borrowers who repeatedly renew or reopen their payday loans.
I would say for a number of years now, up until just recently, fairly recently, I've chronically been short. Juggling different payments, rent, other expenses that came up. Sometimes a little too generous with my money.
To obtain a loan, the borrower gives a payday lender a post-dated personal check. In return, he receives cash minus the lender fees. The lender then holds on to the check until the borrower's next payday. At that time, the loan is due in full, but most borrowers cannot afford to pay it back and still make it to payday. However, lenders say they are providing a service to people who need cash but have bad credit and can't get loans elsewhere.
Our payroll advances are easy. They're convenient for people who are in a bind in any type of emergency. We give them their money with no questions asked.
These loans are controversial because they are helping people in need of some emergency cash, but causing many to get caught in an ocean of never-ending debt.